Raegan Roche, our cover model for this month's issue of Fuse Fashion Magazine. And what a stunning cover model you are.
Thank you.
So thanks for coming into our studios today and having a chat about fashion and modeling. And I have to ask you, how on earth did you get to where you are today? How is it that you came about deciding to become a professional model actor at this time in your life? How did that all begin?
Oh, I have been a designer for many years, and my kids are grown out of the house, and as I've gotten older, it's a young person's business, graphic design, and it is very stressful, and after many, many years, I've just kind of gotten tired of it, which a lot of people have a hard time understanding because they think it's so fun. It's fun, but when you're under deadline and you're working 24 hours straight and they have to have it, and it becomes a grind. So a few people had suggested that once my hair started turning gray, my looks kind of changed, and had mentioned that maybe modeling was something I would be interested in, and I really didn't give it much thought, but it kind of sunk in after a while, and I just started taking it seriously, and I never really paid much attention to my physical self, just kind of kept myself clean, but the gray hair really changed things. I had dyed it for a few years and my hair grows very quickly, didn't like the look of it, looked at other women who were dyeing their hair, and I thought, when do you stop doing it? And it's very expensive. So I decided just to let it go. Many people were shocked and not very supportive. But then I started getting tremendous compliments on my hair, and people started, after a certain age, women always say they become invisible. Well, all of a sudden I reappeared, and people started looking at me, and it was a little shocking and unnerving. And women would come up to me and say, "Gosh, I wish I could do that," and you're really inspiring me to just let it go natural. And even younger women were saying, "Wow, I just love your hair." So the hair thing kind of was the pivotal moment where I decided, yeah, I guess I could,
Well, in fashion, we have all, as women, been just screaming and hollering to see women in fashion, to be able to look at fashion from a woman's perspective, featuring models that we can identify or aspire to be. And you certainly, with this amazing figure and look that you have at this time in your life, you are such a huge inspiration. Were you always this lean and had such an amazing figure, or is that something that's just recently occurred, or how is it that this image that you are of today, how is that created?
Well, I have always been tall. And as a result, I really have to work on my posture. Being the tall girl at a very young age, you tend to slump as much as you can. So this is new, to really just kind of welcome the world with your head up. Other than that, I was an athlete as a child and teenager, so I had the basic structure, and I come from a family that is very tall and lean. So, I'm very lucky, very lucky. I know how hard it is. I have very close friends, and my sister, and unfortunately kind of got my grandmother's genes, and she has a weight problem, and we have, I just have been through it with her. It's very difficult. But everybody has their thing. So I have things that other people find very, not a problem, and we all have something to deal with. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
It appears to me that you've kind of embraced this this feeling of woman, that you've reached this point in your life and are obviously sharing that comfort. I know on the last layout that we did, that ended up on the front cover, it was so exciting to see, you know, a woman in all her strength and all her power, when fashion, as we all know, has always kind of been from a youth perspective, and now we're able to see a beautiful woman like yourself in standing in all your own presence and power, sharing fashion and the power of womanhood with us. Has that been something that you've grown into, or where how did you come about that?
Well, that was so exciting to do that spread. When I came to Fuse, that's what I was looking to do. I know a lot of the women that come here, it's very broad, which the services you offer are just amazing. I mean, it's incredible, because I immediately focused on fashion, just because of my build. And I love fashion. I love fashion magazines. It's not something, I'm not obsessed with it. It's just something, being creative, being an artist, I actually find the layouts very inspiring. I get a lot of my ideas from fashion magazines. I love looking at people. That's just an interest of mine. So when we had done a few shoots, and they, you know, I had no experience behind the camera, and became comfortable with it. And so when we did that shoot, I was ready for it. And it was everything I dreamed about, everything I wanted, because the magazines that are out there today and the designers, they are very hesitant to use older women. In fact, you rarely see any of them. My favorite designer is Eileen Fisher. She has one model. She actually stopped using her for a while. There was a big backlash. She brought her back in. And yet these clothes are designed for women our age. There's several magazines that claim to be for our age demographics. All the models are young.
Exactly. Exactly. I think that, you know, when we're looking at fashion from a woman's perspective, which is what Fuse Fashion Magazine is all about, it is from that perspective. And I think that when we look at fashion and can look at magnificent pieces on a mature woman, we are then able to really absorb and adapt fashion and the current trends a little bit more, because we can learn to identify. It's very difficult to look at a piece that you love, but you're looking at it on, you know, a model, right, you know, that's 17 years old.
You have to translate, constantly translate into what would it look like for me. And that's fine, but it would be very helpful. That's why I'm very excited about Fuse Magazine, is to actually be a magazine that has fashion spreads, fashion layouts, trends for women our age. And to be able to look at that, emulate it, get ideas, we don't have that available to us. And yet, we're the largest portion of the population today, and we have money to spend. So
well, and that's the piece, you know, what is it, 97% of this age demographic are making all the financial decisions, whether it's fashion or automobiles or stock or real estate. And so I'm so excited, as I know you are as well, to be a part of a group that are really starting to share to that demographic, to share products and services to that demographic. Well, you have been absolutely a joy to work with. You're a magnificent model. I know we will see you on many, many fashion layouts here on out. You're an inspiration for all of us, even some of us shorter folks. We would certainly love to have the lean figure that you're offering, and it's just a pleasure working with you. Thank you so much for being a part of Fuse.
Thank you.